Hello guys, welcome. Forgive how I look. I haven't had time to go to the barber, get my hair done. I haven't had time for many things. But I thought before I upload another video, I was planning on uploading a video me celebrating 2 years not being a JW anymore. But I thought before I make that transition to to that video, I thought let me make a reaction video or reacting to comments of viewers that saw the last video I made, where we went to battle, crash battle basically, crash battle more or less. We went and had a peaceful protest, a peaceful protest. English is not my first language, but where we had a peaceful protest where Henry handcuffed himself to the entrance, and many people had reactions. And I want to say, first of all, I want to say thank you for all the beautiful comments. I have to mention all the positive reactions. By the way, I'm just looking at my notes. I think I want to be a bit more prepared than last time. But anyways, I want to say shout out to Ron Pomo, one of my favorite activists out there. And I also want to thank you, all of you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for all the wonderful comments, words of encouragement. So that's the first. To give a bit of background, some people were having criticism even by the way I talk, which is, I guess I can understand where they're coming from, but first of all, it was in the spur of the moment. To be honest, to give a little background, a little behind the scenes, I was not planning on going to the protest. In fact, I'm too busy just living life lately. I've been dating, I've been going to festivals, I've been working on my own company, on my own business, but also I've been, and also just working. I work at a agency where they build websites or applications for government institutions. And on the side, I have my own freelance business. So I've been busy. I've been busy. So I don't do activism as much as I wish I could, but in reality, I'm not really that. I don't have that time and energy to, for example, watch JW broadcasting, make comments, or upload every week new videos. I'm not that type of activist, to be honest. I don't know if I could use the word activist, to be honest, on that note. But yeah, so I wasn't even planning on going there, to be honest. I was just, but then Henry called me. At first I was like, nah, I don't want to go. But then I heard someone else told me that there's gonna be a film crew, a news crew, I mean, and he was going to handcuff himself to the entrance, and I was like, okay, I have to be there. I have to be there. So that's why, give a bit of background. So lately, a lot of people have been giving comments, questions, and I'll first of all, once again, I want to give compliments to everybody who were really positive. We gave, for a lack of better term, encouragement. I want to say thank you, love you guys, and I mean it from my heart, not like the governing body. You know, even as a JW, when they say, we love you, brothers and sisters, even I was like, okay, you know, I didn't really believe it. I get it why they say it, you know, propaganda, but I wish they just didn't. It just felt fake. But for me, it comes from a deep. For me, I really do love you guys. I really love you guys. Yeah, you guys, it was wonderful. But of course, there are those who have strong opinions. Strong opinions. The most common one was what's the point? Why they're not gonna read the letter? You know, we to give a bit of background from the last video, we went to Bethel and we wanted to deliver a letter where we want to start a dialogue about the shunning policy that Jehovah's Witnesses practice, where people's lives are in danger. People lose their lives because of this, right? So the shunning policy has taken many lives. People have become suicidal, and and all that. So I think it's very important to have at least a dialogue. And we wanted to give a letter, and one of the Bethelites, one of the representatives, took the letter. And a lot of people went from, yeah, but Yuri, what's the point? They're not going to read the letter. And my reaction to that is, yeah, duh. Like, we know, look, I used to be a Jehovah's Witness. A lot of the people that are doing activists are used to be JWs. So we know how JWs think. We don't expect, in fact, to be honest, we didn't even expect them to take the letter. We had a, we even had, Henry even had like a tent, and we were planning on like literally, he was willing to just sleep there. It was going to be a sleep, he was willing to just stay there overnight as a form of protest. And so I was surprised that they took the letter. But that being said, like so to give a reaction that a common reaction that I give, let me see if I can. So the reaction that I gave in the comments was in. So a lot of people say, "What's the point? They're not going to read the letters and so forth." So in the reaction in the comments, I say the following: the letter is the first step. It was never the end goal. A lot is happening behind the scenes. I will keep you all updated. So the lawyers of Watchtower and the lawyers of the Dutch Foundation against Watchtower shunning have come in contact with each other. The lawyers that we are using is called Olivier de Praque. And Olivier de Praque is one of the best human rights lawyers here in the Netherlands. And they are positive about this case. Are we going to win? I honestly don't know. I'm not an expert in law. However, I am optimistic. And if they are optimistic, and from the things that I've heard, I think we have generally a chance. Granted, someone on Reddit posted, okay, well, what happened in Belgium? Did they lose a case in Belgium? True, but you must not forget that in Belgium, they have different laws compared to the Netherlands. So this is a different playing field. Then again, Patrick Haak, the one leading in charge in Belgium against the shunning policy, hasn't given up and is taking further steps to correct that. So it's not over. We're not giving up. And many are going like, Yuri, what's the point? I even had a JW who I think he's physically and mentally questioned, PMQ. So not a PMO necessarily. There's a lot of cognitive dissonance going on, but anyways, he doesn't really agree with all the theologies of the Jehovah's Witness, even though he is one. But he explains, he asks like, okay, what's the point? Because you're telling a bunch of cult members, like you said yourself, Yuri, to change their policy. And my answer is simple. And others ask I'm not doing it for me. Like, I don't have to be friends with my previous cult members. That's not the point. I'm doing this for the future generations. The ones, and also it's against human rights, right? And against freedom of religion. And freedom of religion is not only the freedom to practice your religion, but also the freedom to leave a religion or switch a religion without being punished for it, right? So that's the whole point. That's the whole goal. And yes, and to give a bit background also on my YouTube channel, when I started my YouTube channel, it was primarily meant to inform my friends and family members that I'm no longer a Jehovah's Witness, and that it's a cult. That I explain why I think it's a cult, and therefore deter friends and families from entering the cult, right? Because I noticed that I had some influence where I made some family members a bit sympathetic towards the Jehovah's Witness. So I set out to correct that and go like, whoa, 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 no, you guys were right all along. They are a cult, and don't join. And here are the reasons why, right? And also, I called the YouTube channel JW Atheist because I was just being a little provocative, and I just like I'm a the thing is with me, I have a very creative personality, and creative types of people are always in a state of flux. We change our minds a lot about things. However, I am still an atheist. I'm still don't believe in the Abrahamic God. Uh, you could say I could be like an agnostic atheist. Like there was this one comment which I thought was very sassy that told me like, but I think I'll go there. I'll go there before that. So that's one of the questions. One of the questions was, of course, what's the point of the letter? And the letter is the first step. It's the first step to getting the first step before we take legal action. Okay, and the same thing about my YouTube channel. Once again, my YouTube channel started. I'm everywhere. I'm sorry. This is not prepared. There's no script. Okay, so my YouTube channel, once again, it started. The point of my YouTube was to warn family and friends, and then I got involved with Henry, where he wanted to fight against the Chinese policy, and I was like, you know what? Let me do some damage to the tower, and let me join this foundation and try to fix my wrong, right? Because I think me helping the cult, me contributing to the cult has brought damage to a lot of people's life, and I want to correct that. So this is one of my ways. I want to atone my sins. So to give a bit of background of my YouTube channel, I'm not planning on making a lot of content. I'm not planning on even though I am planning on starting a podcast, an XJW podcast, but it will be in Dutch. So if you're a native Dutch speaker, I have another YouTube channel called literally JG Atheist. So it's for those who are Dutch, those can understand. You can find it in the search bar on Google. There are probably links in the comment section if you depending on the video you watch. But anyways, there's and even that podcast, the Dutch, I think I'm gonna make like maybe under 10 episodes, and then I'm done. And I think maybe next year, if I'm in the mood, make 1 or 2 episodes. Could be that I can also make new videos here, but there won't be a scheduled uploading, right? So if you're really interested in what's going on here in the Netherlands, and or you just find it fascinating in general, then yeah, subscribe, like, and hit the bell button just to be notified, right? So that's one thing. Those are the 2 things, the most common questions. And one of the elephants in the room is that there were many who were talking about my atheism, right? First of all, I think is very inappropriate the questions, to be honest, because once again, read the room. I'm not talking about atheism, right? It's like, yes, I get it. The channel's name is JW Atheist, but I wasn't talking about atheism. I was talking about the activism here in the Netherlands, trying to make people aware of it, trying to get the governments involved and to give it more attention. That's the point of the video, not to preach to me. Please just stop. All right, it's annoying, to be honest. It's very inappropriate. This is not a time. I had one comment. I thought the person said, "So you think everybody who lives should be an atheist or a so-called agnostic or something like a fake agnostic?" I don't know. That comment was so sassy. It was so sassy. It was. I was like, okay, where is this coming from? So first of all, to answer that one, because there were a lot of comments that I could react to, but I don't want to give them too much attention because some of them were toxic. There's some people out there who don't understand the gravity of the situation when it comes to the shunning policy. But that's beside the point. Is listen, I don't care if you even believe in the tooth fairy, right? It's up to you. If you leave a call of JW, just do what makes sense to you for now. Like I have a whole philosophy of things that I want to say, but and in the future I will probably most likely make a video where I explain why I'm an atheist, so all you Christians can go gone wild on that on the comment section. But from now on, I'll just ignore those comments about why are you an atheist? You should just have Jesus in your heart and so on and so forth. But this is not the time to distract ourselves with nonsensical things. Right now, we have to focus on what's in front of us right now, and that is the watchtower and the activism. Me being atheist is irrelevant right now. Okay? So, once again, to go back on the question at hand, do I think that all JWs that become ex-JWs should become atheists? No. To be honest, I don't think atheism is for everybody. Some people do need to believe in a higher power. Some people want to have some sort of spirituality, and I'm fine with that. Like, that's your life. I'm not your daddy, right? I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. Everybody should do what makes sense to them. To me, atheism makes the most sense. I do sprinkle a little bit of Buddhism every now and here and there because I do find Eastern philosophy very interesting. It's not dogmatic, but I wouldn't become a Buddhist because that also is a religion, and there are things that I find a little problematic about Buddhism also, depending on the branch of Buddhism, of course. Or problematic is not the right word, but I don't agree with it. Like, for example, I'm not buying the whole reincarnation, for example, right? So that's one. But that being said, I think me being atheist has distracted a lot of you guys. And I think you should stop being distracted with something as trivial. I am just an SJW activist that happens to be an atheist, right? So could it be that in the future I might do videos where I explain why I'm an atheist? Yes. Will I be preaching to people to become an atheist? No, I don't think so. Yeah, if you ask me, okay, what's the best option? Obviously, I'll say atheism is what seems to work for me, and it could work for you. I'm just offering options. I'm going like, okay, you can join. You can go to the Islam. You can go to Judaism. You can go to Buddhism or other religion denomination, Wicca, if you want to get a little freaky about it. But I don't think there's at the end of the day, it's up to you, right? You should just do what makes sense to you. I do believe one thing, just as long, you know what's pretty simple. As long as you're not harming yourself or others in the process with your belief system, I think it should be fine. I think we are overcomplicating life. We are making things more complex than it should be, right? So that's pretty much it. So that's my reaction for now. As of now, it's been like almost 9,000 views as of the video, as I'm recording this. I think it's like 8,800 views. Is one of the most, I'm surprised, to be honest, how quick it got to 1K views. I think this one's the quickest um, view count that I got from my videos compared to others. I never had a video that had 1K in one day. That's crazy. Even my first video didn't get to 1K that quickly, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I think it's very. So anyways, after this video, I'll make a new video. I already recorded the other video where I once again celebrate 2 years not being a JW. This is a new one. This is now in the future compared to the other one. But I thought, let me just make a video where to me, it makes sense to transition. Like, I think it probably would be jarring that I would make a very impactful video where we have a peaceful protest at Bethel, and then suddenly bumped, oh, by the way, I'm 2 years not a witness anymore. Like, I think it would be weird. So I thought, let me make a video where I explain a bit of the background of what happened and the updates on it. For now, let me put it this way, something big is going to happen in the XJW community here in the Netherlands. We're making big moves right now where, for example, one of the things that happened is Gideon is a XJW who happens who used to be in the same congregation as me, and the watchtower even tried to sue him or take legal process steps against him, but he's not worried about it because, you know, it's freedom of speech. He can say whatever he wants to say about the organization, right? So that's it. So anyways, thank you once again for all the all the people who wrote beautiful comments on the comment section. The Watchtower is suffering. The Watchtower is losing members. For example, it has already happened three times already, where I meet a old JW that I thought was an old JW, and I go like, hey, listen, I'm not a JW anymore. And the person reacts with, yeah, me neither. And we start laughing. It's really funny. It happened to me already like 3 times. So from outside looking in, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. So who knows? Maybe we will experience in our lifetime the fall of the Watchtower.